Did you have Morris in mind when you made that trade all the way back sort of yesterday before?
Yeah, we certainly did. Yeah, we had a group, probably a small group of players that we were targeting, and Logan was certainly at the top of that. So for him to be there, yeah, the trade worked out well. We sort of brought forward our first selection for this year, and yeah, ended up getting the player we wanted. So we were wrapped with that.
And what do you like about him?
We've sort of haven't really targeted a forward for a while, and he's a multi-dimensional forward. He can hit up, he can play a bit deeper, he can get up through the arcs. He's competitive, so he just adds something a little bit different to our forward mix. And yeah, we think, like all those young boys, those forwards, he'll take a little while, but yeah, he's got some strong fundamentals to be a really good player in that role.
So he's played a little bit back and forth, but obviously you see him as a forward by Saturday.
Yeah, he's got a bit of versatility, hasn't he? He can certainly play. He can certainly show he can play back, but we've drafted him as a forward. Yeah, we see that's his role, and certainly we're hoping that'll be his position for us.
What do you see as separating strengths between him and maybe a Luke that you?
Look, I think even though we drafted both, even though they play in a similar part of the ground, they're quite different. Luke's reads drop a ball really well. He has great game IQ. He has ability to find holes. He's very creative. And Logan probably complements him really well with his attack on the contest, his ability to bring the ball to ground, and his combative style. So we think even though they play in the same area of the ground, they complement each other really well. And for us to get two key type forwards in this year's an absolute bonus for us, given what we've drafted the last few years through and around the midfield.
And Zane Zakostalski, obviously a player with a lot of upside. He's a great athlete. Tell us a little bit about him.
Yeah, just a raw young man. Played a lot of basketball. Really only had 12 months in the footy system. So, yeah, we're just excited about what he might develop into. Like all those young players, he's got a heap to work on. He's just so raw, but yeah, he's shown he can play back. He's shown he can go through the ruck. There's no reason why he can't play forward as well. So, yeah, he's a bit of a blank canvas, Zane, and we're really excited to get him in just with his absolute power and his athleticism. So, yeah, we think he can play a few different roles, and we're not exactly sure what he's going to unfold into just yet, but we'll give him an opportunity to play a few different positions and see where he flourishes. There's sort of no hurry for him. We've got a little bit of depth in the roles he plays, so yeah, it's great to get a young kid to add to that sort of midfield group we've taken the last couple of years.
And was it always the plan to take those 4 picks? Obviously you got Reece Torrent laid on, so was he just available?
Yeah, he was just available. So when we took 3 key position players and he was still there, not dissimilar to Zane, he's had a strong cricket background down in the Mandurah region. He's really only had 12 full months in their system, and we just think he's got a little bit of scope. He's such a beautiful ball user. He's got some penetration on his left foot, and he just had something a little bit different to the group as well. So I thought he was worth having a risk in, and we didn't come in with a set number of players, but if we had enough players on our board, which only had a small group this year, and he was in there, and when Dane was still there, we were more than happy to give him an opportunity.
Did you have a look at Patrick Snell, obviously from your own academy, but not quite eligible?
Yeah, no, he did. He sort of had this year in our academy, and he was certainly in our mix of players, and Sydney have done really well there. I think he'll develop into a nice player. They've got him and Harry Arnold through our sort of group of players in one mid-season and one now. So yeah, we're ecstatic for Patrick, and hopefully he has a really good career with the Swans.
Is there one you might have had in mind for tomorrow, and do you have any further plans for Wednesday?
No. Look, we had a list spot available with that last pick with Reece, so we've covered our list now, so we're full. So we're done for this year, and we'll reload for next year now.
You have Levi trained with the club last summer, same plan this year?
Correct, yeah. We've got Levi and Sam Marshall, who's also an academy member. They're both doing year 11 down here at the moment, so when those lads finish school, they'll go up and train. They'll be up, and then they'll come back for some AFL Academy, but they'll certainly do a fair bit over summer. So, yeah, we look forward to seeing those boys go through the pre-season.
Both future stars members, and as you mentioned, AFL Academy. What do you like about both their seasons this year?
Well, they both, for both of the kids as bottom ages to do what they did in national championships was outstanding, really. Like, obviously, Levi played in the premiership, won the Dragons best and fairest, and had a super year. And for Sam to come down, play school footy, play the Dragons, do his allies, make the academy, for a young, kid who's still developing physically, he's shown some enormous improvements. So, yeah, we're quite excited to see what those boys can do over the next 12 months.
You obviously had a pretty exceptional forward line out down the park this year. You drafted a couple of forwards. Do you expect them to be in the mix to make an impact straight away, or do you think it's sort of
we're certainly not drafting for immediate impact. There's no pressure on coming like that. Our forward mix is pretty strong, but I suppose behind that, we've had some changes to our list, and our depth through the forward half, especially the key position types, is a little bit lighter. So to add to that, and other than Henry Smith, we really haven't drafted a key forward for quite a few years now. So to add a couple in just provides a bit of depth, and those boys, as with a lot of those young kids, they'll take a little while. So opportunity to go down with Ben Hudson in our group in our sort of development program. We think that they'll develop really nicely through that process, and we're very confident both those boys will come in and be really good players.
It's been quite the year for Brandon Ryan to now make the move up north. Is he one that you also might have plans for that forward line group, given you've got a little bit of a still?
No, he is, and Brandon's 26 years of age, so he's sort of come in and as a replacement for Jack, and we've got some hopes he can come and have an impact. Whereas the kids we draft for tonight, I think, they're going to take a little bit longer. You would think, but there's no ceilings on them. You never know. Like, there's always boys that surprise and excel and can play a little bit earlier. So we'll see where they sort of end up. Thanks guys. Thanks for your time.